I'm very grateful for what I have. I got a roof over my head. I've got food to eat. Here, look, I got bananas. Everything's okay. Just get your money back, please. And I don't need anybody's money, and I wouldn't do it this way. I got too much pride, man. This ain't my style. All right. Thank you very much for listening to this stuff.
Mickey Rourke's GoFundMe scandal. The donations were paused after scam claims. Mickey Rourke's GoFundMe drama just took a wild turn. And I need to update you because this story is not what it looked like a few days ago. The fundraiser, which claimed Mickey was facing eviction and needed help paying $96,789 in rent, has now been paused, and for good reason. It appears the entire thing may be a scam. The GoFundMe page wasn't created by Mickey, his team, or anyone connected to him. It was set up by Leah Jolie Jones, supposedly on behalf of a woman named Kimberly Hines. The page used Mickey's name, his image, and a dramatic story about him being on the verge of homelessness, and people believed it. Kimberly Hines, who claims to be Mickey's manager, had set up the fundraiser, said she hoped Rourke would accept the donations, but said all money would be returned if he refuses it. Kimberly insisted the GoFundMe she set up for the beleaguered actor is not a grift, and pushed back on Rourke's own disavowal of the fundraiser in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter. Kimberly Hines, who's been Rourke's manager for more than 10 years, and her assistant launched the GoFundMe over the weekend after the actor found himself facing eviction. Last month, Rourke was sued by his landlord, who accused the star of The Wrestler of owing nearly $60,000 in rent on his West Hollywood bungalow. Donations poured in fast, climbing to nearly $100,000 before GoFundMe froze the campaign. And here's where everything flipped. Mickey himself posted a video on Instagram that I'll show you at the end of this video, calling the fundraiser an embarrassing scam and saying he had no idea it even existed. He looked genuinely upset, not just about the money, but about the fact that his fans were misled in his name. GoFundMe has now paused donations while they investigate, and supporters are demanding answers about where the money went, who Kimberly Hines is, and why Mickey's identity was used without permission. This is one of the biggest celebrity-related GoFundMe controversies we've seen in a long time, and the fact that Mickey had to publicly distance himself from it tells you everything you need to know. Some people donated between $1,000 and $5,000. I'm going to play Mickey's Instagram video next so you can hear it directly from him, because this story is still unfolding, and the truth is only getting messier. So with that said, if you've donated to Mickey's cause, be sure to get your money back. Shout out to Harry Ireland 1935, who commented on the initial video about this being a scam, which prompted me to look into it further. Thanks for that, Harry. Clearly even the news gets it wrong at times. Let's take a look at Mickey's video, shall we?
This is Lucky. This is Mickey Rourke. And something's come up that I'm really frustrated, confused, and I don't understand. Somebody set up some kind of foundation or fund for me to donate money, like like charity, and that's not me. Okay, I'd rather if I needed money, I wouldn't ask for no charity. I'd rather stick a gun up my ass and pull the trigger. So whoever did this, I don't know if they did it, why they did it. I don't understand it. I wouldn't know what a GoFund foundation is in a million years. My life is very simple. I don't go to outside sources like that. And yeah, it is embarrassing, but I'm sure I'll get over it like everything else. Listen, I've done a really terrible job in managing my career. I wasn't very diplomatic. I had to go to over 20 years of therapy to get over the damage that was done to me years ago, and I worked very hard to work through that, and I'm not that person anymore, but I can't be the one to say that. You got to talk to the last several people I've worked with. Talk to Robert Rodriguez, talk to Francis Coppola, talk to Darren Aronofsky. I'm not that wild man that I was 20-something years ago, but you pay the price for your past, and you look at Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid's got a reputation even today, and he probably didn't kill as many people as they said he did. But, This thing is very embarrassing. And if you've given money, don't give any money. And if you gave money, get it back, whether you gave cash or check or whoever you sent it to. And I'm going to talk to my lawyer whenever. I hate talking to him, but I've had him forever and I love him. But I'm going to talk to Bill and get to the bottom of this. There's only one person I can think of that would do such a thing, and I hope that it's not the person I'm thinking about. But it's humiliating. If I needed money, and I did borrow some money from a really great friend of mine. Eventually, I'll say who it was, and he helped me out of a jam. COVID's and the writer's strike killed my money, but I was in a really bad situation with the place I was renting. Everything was good for 5 or 6 years, and then 2 scumbags from New York bought the house, and they wouldn't fix anything. So I said, I'm not paying rent because there's mice, there's rats, the floor is rotten. 1 bathtub, there's no water. 1 sink, in 2 different sinks, there was no water. And this has all come at the same time. I don't know if those guys, those scumbags are behind it. I mean, we're going to go to court. But I would never ask strangers or fans or anybody for a nickel. I mean, that's not my style. I mean, you ask anybody that knows me, it's humiliating and it's really embarrassing. And I just have to say, don't give them. I wouldn't. If somebody gave me, they said it's up to $100,000. I wouldn't take a nickel of charity from anybody. So we'll get to the bottom of this, and like all storms, this thing will pass, and I'll go to work, and things will get back to whatever normal is. I can't say I hope you believe me because a lot of people are going to go. But if you do the math, you can figure it out. This is not me. I don't want anybody's money. I don't want anybody to send me money. I want you to get your money back. It's confusing, but like I said, all things will pass. I hope those of you who had a nice Christmas, I'm happy for you. And those of you who didn't have a nice Christmas, I'm sorry. Maybe next year will be better. But there's a lot of bad stuff going on in the world right now, and I'm very grateful for what I have. I got a roof over my head. I've got food to eat. Here, look, I got bananas. Everything's okay. Just get your money back, please. And I don't need anybody's money. And I wouldn't do it this way. I got too much pride, man. This ain't my style. All right. Thank you very much for listening to this stuff.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please throw me a thumb. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Hope to see y'all in the next one.